Burn the bridges. Decisiveness for achieving success. 1. Don't keep an escape route. One of the key principles to becoming unstoppable and never giving up is to abandon safety nets and not keep an escape route. In life and work, if I always leave myself a way out, a safe choice to retreat to when facing failure, I will easily give up when faced with challenges. With no way back, the only option left is to move forward. When I have no choice but to press on, I will be forced to face challenges and find solutions. If I always keep a safe route to escape from difficulties, I will never truly commit myself to the goal I'm pursuing. Safety will stifle growth and prevent me from realizing my full potential. This is like doing only what I already know, not daring to take risks or try new things. Life will offer temporary comfort, but I will never reach great success if I only live in my comfort zone. To truly develop and achieve grand goals, I must courageously let go of safety, eliminate the escape route, and decisively focus on my singular goal. When I remove all retreat options, I will begin to concentrate on my only goal and act decisively. This will help me overcome every difficulty and never back down. 2. The importance of having no escape route. The reason why many people fail to achieve success is that they still keep an escape route. When faced with difficulties, instead of moving forward, they retreat and look for easier solutions, thus losing the opportunity to grow. This prevents them from overcoming their limits and achieving great success. On the other hand, when I eliminate safety and decide there will be no way out, I will be forced to find solutions to all problems. The greater the challenges, the more I must find ways to face them and overcome them. I will have no choice but to keep trying, thereby unleashing my full potential. The courage to burn my bridges is the key factor that will help me overcome all obstacles and achieve success. The important thing is that I must make an absolute commitment to my goal. When I no longer have an escape route, I will be compelled to act decisively. There will be no room for procrastination or hesitation. All my actions will have to be focused solely on the goal and finding ways to achieve it. 3. Hernán Cortés and the lesson of burning the ships. A classic example of burning bridges is the story of Hernán Cortés, a Spanish explorer. When Cortés arrived in the New World, he ordered his ships and army to be burned. This was not just an act of destroying transportation, but also a powerful strategic decision to ensure that there was no escape route for him and his men. The act of burning the ships had significant meaning in Cortés's campaign. With no ships to return to, he and his army had no choice but to fight with everything they had to win. This was a bold action, but it was also a crucial factor in Cortés's success. Once all safety options were eliminated, I would be forced to find ways to face challenges and overcome them. Hernán Cortés understood that to conquer great challenges, I must eliminate comfort and never allow myself an escape route. It was in the situation of having no way back that his persistence and determination were tested and demonstrated. Cortés not only decided to move forward, but also inspired the courage and determination of his army. This action was one of the most important strategies that helped him win hard-fought battles and achieve his goals. 4. The lesson from Cortés: decisive action. The story of Cortés is a powerful lesson in decisive action. Once I've removed all safety options, I will have no way back. Every decision I make, every step I take, must be aimed at the ultimate goal. The decisiveness in this action will help me realize my full potential and not be distracted by outside factors. To achieve great success, I must act like Cortés, not only accepting risks, but also daring to face uncertainty and doing whatever it takes to achieve my goal. Decisive action is not just about making a decision to do something, but about a strong commitment to that action, not letting difficulties or distractions stop me. When I burn my bridges, I will have no other choice but to keep moving forward. I will be forced to find solutions to all problems, and in the process, I will grow and expand my limits. It is this decisive action that will bring me closer to success. 5. Why burning the bridges is important. Burning the bridges is one of the most important factors for achieving lasting success. When there are no options to retreat, I will have to face challenges and difficulties. This is a necessary decision to push my efforts and unlock my full potential. If I always have an escape route, I will easily give up when facing difficulty. The reason many people don't achieve great success is that they always have a safety option, and when challenges arise, they lack the commitment to overcome them. This holds back their growth and prevents them from advancing further. But when I remove safety, I will be forced to go all the way, and this will create a strong determination within me. I will have no other choice but to find ways to overcome challenges, explore creative solutions, and achieve the best results. It is this lack of options that will help me achieve success. 6. Burning the bridges in life and work. To burn the bridges in life and work, I need to face uncertainty and take bold action even when the results are not guaranteed. Every time I decide to do something big, a challenging project, I must make sure that I will not retreat to safety when faced with difficulties. For example, when I decide to start my own business or a new project, I must commit fully to completing it. There is no way back, no quitting. I can only move forward. Every step, every decision must be aimed at the final goal I have set. 7. Conclusion. To become unstoppable and achieve great success, I must burn the bridges and not keep an escape route. When I have no choice but to move forward, I will begin to focus on my only goal, act decisively, and overcome all challenges. These decisions will help me unleash my full potential and achieve the success I desire. Repeating simple actions, the key to sustainable success. Repeat to succeed. One of the key principles for achieving success is the repetition of simple actions consistently. Success does not come from new or exciting actions, but from perseverance in small, simple tasks done every day. Successful people are not those who perform extraordinary actions, but those who understand that greatness comes from persistence, doing the basics repeatedly, with skill and consistency. This reflects the fact that to succeed, you don't need to create huge leaps or do something unique every day. Success comes from mastering the basics, doing what you can every day without needing much change. These are simple actions like focusing on your work, being consistent each day, and never giving up. Successful people understand that persistence in repeating basic habits is how to build a solid foundation for great success. Every day, they focus on small but valuable tasks, and it is through patience and repetition that they achieve lasting results. Patience and diligence. Patience is an essential factor in the journey toward success. Although simple actions might not yield immediate results, they lay a solid foundation for long-term success. Patient people understand that success does not come instantly, but requires practice every day, progressing bit by bit, and persisting through challenges. Surely in life, not every effort will be immediately recognized. But patience and diligence in every action you take, no matter how small, will create long-term results. The actions you repeat every day, even if unnoticed by others, will gradually make a big difference in your life and career. Persistence is not only shown in hard work, but also in accepting that success is a process, not something that can be achieved immediately. Being patient in your work, studies, and self-development ensures that every action you take contributes to the final success. By consistently repeating positive habits, you are building inner strength and creating sustainable results over time. Repeat to master and perfect. When you do something repeatedly, you gradually become skilled and perfect your abilities. Simple. Repeated actions not only help you maintain persistence, but also help you excel in your work. For example, a person learning to play the piano does not perform complex pieces right away. Instead, they practice basic techniques daily, repeating sections of music until they can play them flawlessly. This principle applies to all areas of life. If you want success in business, you don't need to search for creative strategies every day. Simple, repeated strategies applied consistently will help you build a solid foundation. What matters is practicing basic skills, even if they don't provide immediate results, but over time, they will become your strength. The benefits of repeating simple actions. One of the greatest benefits of repeating simple actions is the development of self-discipline. This discipline helps you maintain focus on long-term goals, regardless of external distractions. Repeating positive habits daily is how you build confidence and better self-management. This is especially important in work and study environments, where you must constantly overcome fatigue, challenges, and feelings of discouragement. Moreover, when you persistently repeat simple actions, you gradually create structure and discipline in your life. These habits help you progress not only in your work, but in other aspects of life, from health and relationships to personal development. Repeating simple actions also helps you save time and effort. Once these actions become habits, you no longer need to think much about them. This allows you to focus on more important tasks without being distracted by small jobs. Success comes from consistency in daily tasks. Success does not always come from grand actions or creative strategies. Sometimes, great success comes from persistently doing small tasks regularly. For example, if you want to develop your physical fitness, you can't just work out once and expect immediate results. You must practice every day, even if it's just a small session. Little by little, daily practice will build your strength, and you can achieve your bigger fitness goals. The same principle applies in business or any other field. You need to maintain persistence in small, daily tasks. No one becomes a successful entrepreneur overnight. Successful people understand that every day, every step matters. Each call, each meeting, each small strategy you take will gradually build toward a big success. Development through each day. When you persist in doing simple, repeated actions, you will notice that not only do you achieve big success, but you also develop yourself day by day. This development comes from continuously improving your skills, mindset, and problem-solving abilities. Simple tasks like reading, maintaining healthy habits, or completing daily tasks will not only help you reach your goals, but also enhance your personal growth. When you repeat actions each day, you will build confidence and persistence. Each day, you will see a little progress, and that leads to positive results, making you feel happier, stronger, and more confident in everything you do. Conclusion: sustainable success doesn't come from breakthrough actions or new ideas. Success comes from persistence in repeating small, simple actions every day. Repeating the basics will help you build a solid foundation for success. Patience and diligence aren't easy, but they are the key factors in overcoming challenges and achieving the ultimate goal. Repeating simple actions not only helps you develop skills, but also creates good habits in life. When you maintain persistence every day, you will find that you not only achieve success, but also become a better, stronger, and happier person. 1. Serving instead of fear. Fear often arises from concerns about oneself, failure, and others' perceptions. When you are fearful, all actions and decisions are influenced by negative emotions. Fear prevents you from taking crucial steps and traps you in a cycle of worry. However, one of the powerful ways to overcome fear is to shift your focus from yourself to serving others. When you focus on helping others, you stop worrying about yourself. You will feel a newfound confidence and strength to overcome any obstacles. Serving others is not only a good deed, but it also helps you heal and grow stronger. When you focus on others, you reduce feelings of anxiety and instead experience satisfaction, meaning, and confidence. 2. Shifting from fear to action. When you shift your focus from fear to serving others, you not only feel more confident, but you also become more decisive in taking action. Fear often paralyzes us, making it difficult to act effectively because we worry too much about ourselves, about what others think, and about the fear of failure. However, when you focus on helping others, this shift helps reduce your self-doubt and increases your ability to take effective action. Serving others shows you that every challenge you overcome is not just for yourself, but for the contribution you make to the community. Serving others also helps you build powerful motivation to move forward. When you realize that your actions are not just for personal success, but to help others, you feel a strong commitment and are ready to take continuous action. 3. Confidence and strength through service. Serving others not only helps you take strong action, but it also builds your confidence. One of the reasons people fear failure is that they focus on themselves, on their perceived inadequacies or potential negative reactions from others. But when you shift your attention to helping others, that worry diminishes significantly. When you help others, you not only solve their problems, but also build confidence in your own abilities. Helping others shows you that you can create positive change, which strengthens your confidence. When you realize your ability to help others, you develop an inner strength to overcome any challenges. 4. Creating value and focusing on the community. Shifting your focus from yourself to serving others not only boosts your confidence, but also helps you create value for the community. When you direct your attention to helping others, you stop worrying about failure or judgment from others. You will realize that serving the community is not only meaningful, but also helps you develop personally. Serving the community creates a continuous chain of value. You not only help others, but you also learn valuable lessons from their experiences. These lessons help you grow and create real value for both the community and yourself. When you serve others, you recognize that your goal is not just personal, but a contribution to collective development. You are not only helping others, but also helping yourself grow. 5. Creating motivation through helping others. When you shift your focus from fear to serving others, you create strong motivation to act. When you realize that your actions bring value to others, you will take stronger, more decisive action. No longer worried about others' opinions, you will feel freer and less held back by fear. Serving others brings a deep sense of fulfillment because you know your actions can create positive change. This provides happiness and satisfaction and helps you maintain motivation in all the tasks you undertake. When you understand the value of service, you will overcome fear and continue acting with determination. 6. Conclusion. Shifting your focus from fear to service is one of the most powerful ways to overcome obstacles and generate action. When you focus on helping others, you not only reduce anxiety about yourself, but also build confidence and the ability to act effectively. Serving others not only helps you achieve personal success, but also creates value for the community, building a sustainable future and fostering personal growth in life.